It's a first issue club video. I'm Mike D.
I'm Budget King.
And we're going to be talking about Avant-Guard out on Boom.
Talking about Avant-Guard out on Boom!
Boom Studios.
Boom! Studios. By Carly Usden and Noah Hayes. This is this Boombox?
I think it's Boombox.
Yeah. So, for teens, in
Yep.
case you don't know. And they have been doing sports shit. Can you cuss on YouTube?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Shit, this is our first video.
Like, yeah, it is.
They got sports stuff. They got Dodge City and Fence, and then this is Avant-Guard, and it's about basketball.
I didn't realize that they'd been getting into sports until you just said that.
Yeah.
I obviously knew of those books, and I've seen them on the shelves, but it never occurred to me that they've been working on a sports line.
Seems like a weird genre.
Yeah.
To kind of dip into.
Kind of. Yeah.
I
got one of the things about all the sports books they've put out is they all seem to have focused on minority and LGBTQ characters.
Yeah.
Which is something that I think the modern teen book is doing a lot more of recently anyway, which is good.
Totally. Yeah. And I, for one, loved this book.
Yeah. What'd you like about it?
I think, and this is kind of lame to say,
Okay.
but the art was astoundingly kind of just beautiful, and there's whole panels that don't have words in them. Maybe we can show them here.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I always loved that. And I felt not a huge fan of Dodge City or Fence, and then this one, so I was kind of low expectations, but we both like basketball.
That's true. Huge NBA fan.
And I went to art school, and this is set in art school.
Yeah, it was a funny concept to have a basketball team at an art school.
Yeah.
They only had, I think, 4 girls that had signed up for it or something, and they needed one more for a starting 5.
Right. So they go to Giorgio Queef College. Is that how you say your last name?
No.
No? Yeah. That's the person that paints the flowers that looks like vaginas.
Yeah.
So that's the name of their art school, and they need a basketball team, and this felt like everything I would want out of a teen comic. Reminded me a lot of Giant Days. Did you read that?
I didn't read Giant Days, actually. I should have.
Takes place in a college as well, and just college drama, trying to make it through. Almost all girls in this whole comic, and honestly, just really fun. Not a lot of depth.
No, and one of the interesting thing too is that teen books normally are super tropey and really obvious. And we talked earlier about this book kind of having a staggered slow pace to it, which is just kind of set it apart from a lot of other teen lit sort of things.
And it's taking its time, but just establishing that this is a weirdo art school.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a basketball team, and then they're gonna this all girl basketball team or all women basketball team are gonna figure it out. It's really fun.
Yeah.
And really an interesting concept.
Yeah. It's probably gonna end up being a lot about friendship, and I think being a fish out of water in college. And it seemed like it kind of teased coming to terms with your past or getting over who you were in high school, maybe.
The main character has a little bit of an elusive backstory. So one thing was my art school, they had a basketball team, and I believe that they were called the Nads.
That's not true.
Or
your art school had a basketball team called the Nads.
Their mascot was called Scrody. He's like a penis.
Oh my god.
The hockey team was the Nads, I think, and then the basketball team were they just the ball sacks?
This makes me think
there's something like the
that
ball sacks.
Art school people left to their own devices are completely intolerable.
Yes, insufferable.
Yeah.
Totally. And I think that people bought the pennants and the hats and stuff. It's is it Sweaty Balls? It's something like that. Yeah.
Cool.
That they got away with naming it. And this reminded me a little bit of that, I guess.
I walked past an art school in our city once carrying a football. I was going to play some catch with some buddies on the lawn. And these kids saw us and were like, "Oh, you're throwing that in which represents America to you. All of commercialism in your hand on a spiral throw to each other to see a romance of men." And we were all just like, Dude, chill out,
They get
man.
you thinking?
Not at all. No thanks.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly think sports has kind of reached the new level where it's like our kids are into sports.
I would agree with that.
Like, there's so much like NBA Zenage. I feel like every person was into like football on like my Instagram that were also art kids, and there's like a huge crossover now.
It's true. It never used to be like that. But I think there's a thing with like sports and like self-empowerment too.
Yeah.
Which probably speaks to young people a lot more too. Which is maybe why you're seeing it more often in these sort of books.
Boom's like run at this. Like, I would love to be in the meeting room of like why they're picking like this to do as a thing.
Right.
But this, I mean, maybe they're. I'm also not a teen, so I don't think I'm the audience. But this is a book I'm gonna pick up. It was like done really well, and like, but otherwise like they wouldn't have hooked me in if I just wasn't a serial one-issue reader.
Yeah, right. We pick up every first issue if you didn't notice by our title.
It's a thing we do.
I'll probably pick it up. Yeah, Boom's been doing a good job. Normally I don't go for the teen books, but I like basketball so much that I had to grab it. Cool cover. Did you get the variant?
The Virgin?
Yes!
Let's show it right there. The Virgin is so good. Boom was killing it this week with covers. All those Buffy
covers. The Buffy covers were friggin' awesome. We should change the title of this to Minute About Boom.
Minute About Boom. Boom! Studios. Yeah. So they had a ton of like awesome covers in general, which is how they get us, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, if you don't know, this is a video, but we do a podcast. Yeah. Oh, this is a good thing. This is a good engagement opportunity. If you have tips, like video tips, if you make your occupation maybe through making videos of any way, let us know. Like, what are good facial things to be using?
Yeah. Like makeup.
Yeah. Should we use makeup?
Probably.
Yeah.
Everything's HD now. We look gross. Well, yeah, we'll get better at videos. If you trust me, subscribe, like it. Check out our podcast on iTunes. We're on all the socials at First Issue Club, SFIRST.
Become a club member. Listen up.
We love you. Great first video.
That was good. Yeah, I felt really good.
That was a weird high five.
Let me try it again.
My hands are like buttery soft.
Mine are?